empty. So are you.
What if the Matrix got one thing wrong? Not the artificial reality, not intelligent machines. It's easy to forget how strange the Matrix felt when it first came out. This was before smartphones, social media feeds, AI in general. The internet was still something most people had to sit down at a computer to use. Then this film came along and suggested that technology might not simply connect us to reality, it might completely replace it. And one of the smartest things the film does is make Neo feel trapped before he even knows the Matrix exists. Neo has a job, an apartment, and what looks like a normal life, but none of it feels right. He knows something is wrong, he can feel it.
It just sounds to me like, you need to unplug, man.
He just can't explain what it is. We've all been there. We discover the truth alongside him. The Matrix isn't explained immediately. We get fragments, messages on a computer, the White Rabbit, Trinity, the agents, that horrible bug placed inside his body. Every answer creates another question. Then Morpheus finally offers him the choice. The red pill or the blue pill? Truth or comfort? The red pill doesn't offer a better life. It only offers the chance to see what is actually there. Neo takes it and wakes up inside one of the most disturbing images in science fiction. Endless fields of humans being connected to machines. It should feel ridiculous, but it doesn't. Because the film has already made us believe that Neo's old life was something wrong. More than a cool action film, this is where the Matrix becomes much more than people in leather coats firing guns in slow motion. The film takes big philosophical ideas and turns them into actions. The dojo scene isn't only there because it looks cool. Morpheus is trying to teach Neo that the rules he has accepted his entire life are not real. The building jump is the same idea. Neo fails because part of him still believes falling has consequences. Even the agents work on more than one level. They can appear through anybody who is still connected to the Matrix. They don't need one body because they are the system. And the system can use ordinary people to defend itself. That idea still works brilliantly. A system doesn't always need a single villain. Sometimes it survives because enough people accept the rule is normal. And then we have Agent Smith. He barely has to raise his voice. Every word sounds like it is being dragged out of him. Morpheus is equally as important. He sells some very heavy dialogue because he completely believes every word that he's saying. Neo starts the film disconnected and unsure of himself. As he begins to understand the Matrix, that stillness slowly turns into confidence. The comfortable lie. Then we get Cypher. For me, Cypher is one of the most important characters in the film because he knows the truth and decides he doesn't want it. He understands that the stake isn't real. He knows the Matrix is controlled. What he sees, tastes and feels. But the stake tastes real. And apparently that's enough. His argument is uncomfortable because part of it makes sense. The real world is cold, dark and miserable. The food is terrible. Humanity is losing. Inside the Matrix, Cypher can be rich, important, completely unaware of what's happening outside. So if illusion feels better than reality, who wins? The worrying part is how easily we can become comfortable with a personalized version of reality, especially when it agrees with absolutely everything we say. The blue pill is no longer one big dramatic decision. It can be something as small as believing a headline because we like what it says, sharing a clip without checking whether it came from, or allowing an algorithm to decide what we see next, what works and what doesn't. Visually, the Matrix still is incredible. The green tint inside the Matrix, the cold blue color of the real world, the leather coats, the glasses. The film creates a visual language that has been copied so many times that it's easy to forget how fresh the original idea was. And the action has real purpose. The lobby sequence is spectacular, but it isn't just there to wake up the audience. By that point, Neo and Trinity are no longer trying to avoid the system. They are attacking it directly. The style isn't decoration. The style is part of what the film is saying. But the movie isn't flawless. Some of the dialogue is basically, somebody lecturing you.
What do you think? Do you think you're the one?
A few of the performances can feel stiff, and some of the CGI from late 90s is a bit rough. The film also makes Awakening look a little too clean. You're either asleep or you can see the truth. Believing you've taken the red pill doesn't automatically make you right. Sometimes it just makes you very confident. But none of those issues seriously damage the film because the story moves with so much confidence. It knows exactly what it wants to be, and almost every scene pushes Neo closer to the same destination. He has to stop believing in the rules before they can finally break them. The machines in the Matrix had to physically imprison humanity. Our systems only have to make the illusion more comfortable than the truth. So, kick-ass moment. There are plenty of contenders in the Matrix. The opening escape, dojo fight, the lobby sequence, the first bullet time dodge, but it has to be the moment Neo stops the bullet. He doesn't dodge them. He doesn't run. He simply looks at them and says, "No." That's the moment the entire film pays off. Neo finally understands that the rules have no authority over him. He's no longer trying to survive inside the Matrix. He can control it. It's calm, simple, and completely earned. That's the kick-ass moment. So, are we already inside the Matrix? Not literally. There are no human batteries, no giant fields of pods, and probably no machine city buried underneath the ground. That's why I don't think the Matrix was ever really about AI. It was about us and how easily we can surrender control when the alternative is comfortable enough. So score time. Story 9 out of 10. The concept is exceptional, even if the film occasionally explains more than it needs to. Visuals 10 out of 10. It changed the language of action cinema and its imagery remains instantly recognizable. Performances 8 out of 10. The restraint suits the artificial world, although some of the characters feel more iconic than emotionally complex. Atmosphere, absolute 10 out of 10. The music, production, design, sets, everything just works perfectly. And the rewatch factor, 100% is a 10 out of 10. It works as an action film, a science fiction story, and a warning about the world we're building. That gives The Matrix a score of 47 out of 50. It enters the leaderboard at joint number 1 alongside No Country for Old Men. More than 25 years later, The Matrix doesn't just still kick ass. It may finally be catching up with us. So, if you were genuinely offered the choice today, would you take the red pill? Or has the blue pill become too comfortable? Let me know in the comments below. Until the next one. Cheers.